Well, hey there folks, welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here and it's time for another beer video. This is a sort of a beer haul, half a beer haul, but it's mainly a beer challenge. Beer challenge. If you've just found us here on YouTube, welcome along to the Hop House. That's what it is. We like hoppy beer, we like good house music, hence the name. If you like either of those or both, then go ahead and give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share, subscribe to this channel. It's January, we're in the middle of January right now. I'm personally doing dry January, just trying to lose a bit of a chub and give my body a rest from the beer. I know it's a bad time of the month, of the year for the industry. So I have put in some orders with breweries and things directly. Because you know what, this is also the month when they have offers on. It's sort of January sales, isn't it? So I'm calling it biannuary. That's my scope on it all. But the reason for this video, another channel that I subscribe to called Scott and Wonder's World, go check out. Go and give them a subscribe. They put in, Scott from Scott and Wonder's World put in a Tesco £10 challenge. So you spend a tenner at Tesco, what do you buy? What do you go for? So this is my video for my Tesco £10 challenge. Now, of course, everyone's individual styles are different. People like different kind of beers. So this video, if you want to comment in the comments below, let me know if you've done this challenge. You might not be a beer reviewer. You might have just thought, oh, challenge accepted. Then let me know what you bought. But I don't really want any like negative comments about, yo, you bought this beer, you're a moron, because we just don't need it in this time, do we? We all like what we like, and we all dislike what we dislike. So, you know, comments, just remain positive. That's all I ask. Right? Do you want to see what I've bought with me tenner? Okay. So the way I went into it, just with literally thinking I've got £10 in my wallet. Maybe I either just want to buy some beers for the weekend, you know, it's a Friday or something like that, or maybe I'm going to a family function, a house party at someone's house. Can't really say barbecue in January, but you get the idea. So that's how I've gone about it. I have looked at bottled real ales and I've looked at canned craft beer. I've got a mix and match, bit of both. Not really a lager drinker, so I've stayed away from the lagers. I know that some people, don't get me wrong, some of the German and Czech Pilsners are wonderful, but it's just not something that I would usually drink. So I've got 3 of each, 3 bottled real ales, 3 canned craft beers. So I've got 6 beers for a tenner. I thought that was all right. I didn't think it was too bad. Right, so I'm just going to run through these in no particular order. So beer number 1 then. The reason I'm going to say this beer first is it's probably one of the beers that got me into drinking real ale. When I tried it many years ago in Scarborough, the seaside town of Scarborough in North Yorkshire of all places. I think it was quite a bit stronger than it is now, but we got tanked on it, and so it's always nice when I see it on draft, on cask, and it's also quite nice in a bottle. I'm talking about this. It is Wychwood's Hobgoblin. It's the original Hobgoblin, now named Hobgoblin Ruby after the rebrand, and it's 5.2% ABV, 500ml bottle. I'll be honest with you, I was after the gold. I was after the Hobgoblin Gold. Now, whether you love it or hate it, Hobgoblin Gold is a staple beer of mine. It's a beer that I buy regularly, and I used to get it more or less all the time, fairly regularly, prior to starting this channel and branching out into different types of beer, different craft beers, should I say. But they didn't have any, alas, they didn't have any Hobgoblin Gold. So I got the Ruby, because again, it's a beer that I really like, and it got me into drinking beer. It is in the Aldi price match as well. So this was £1.25. £1.25 for a Hobgoblin Ruby, 5.2%. So that's beer number 1. Beer number 2, it's also from another big brewery, because of course Hobgoblin, Wychwood is now Marston's, or Carlsberg Marston's now. But again, it's just a staple beer that I do buy quite a lot, and I really quite like it. It's Shepherd Naeme Spitfire Amber Ale. It's really like a premium bitter, isn't it? 4.5%. It says so. It says so there, actually, if the camera will pick it up. Might not do. But yeah, it's in a clear glass bottle. Light strike alert, sorry. But do you know what? I think because it's got darker malts and stuff in it, and it's not as light and pale, sometimes gets away with it. I just think this is a really nice, good standard British ale, hoppy, bitter type beer. and it's one that I usually do buy. Again, Aldi price match at £1.25. So so far 2 beers, £2.50. Beer numero 3. Again, it's another Aldi price match, because I didn't want to go down the £4 for £6 route of real ales, so I picked ones. I was trying to get more bang for my buck. But this is probably in my top 5 of bottled real ales, hoppy bottled real ales. And it's this St Austell Proper Job. Proper Job. It is a 5.5% heavily hopped or powerfully hopped IPA, bottle condition, so it's got live yeasty, sedimenty stuff in it. The crown there, the what's it? St Austell. What's it? St Austell Brewery, St Austell logo. There's an interesting, if you want to go and check out my beer review for Proper Job, interesting story about how I drank that quite a few years ago in Cornwall. So then the 3 beers I got. Right, craft beer time. So I want my Tesco's getting there with the craft beer selection. It's getting all right. It's got like a half aisle. You've got like the 330ml cans. You've got the multi-packs, you know, either the 440s 4 for 8 or the 330s 4 for 6 sort of here, and then the 330ml and the 440ml above it, and then the top right is all your Belgian-y type beers. What can I get for my money? That's what I was looking at. And the launch that they put out sort of March time, wasn't it? 2021, March last year, was these cans at £2.40 or a 4-pack for £8. But check out your club card offers. Have a look at see what they've got. Yes, these £2.40 cans are down to £2 a can. £2 a can. So I picked up some. Right, so beer numero uno. Now this could be the controversial one. Not controversial, I mean, I'm not a politician that's having a party during lockdown. But a lot of other people really didn't like this beer. I thought it was tremendous. So much so that I only managed... So much so that New Year's Eve, when it was my birthday, I'd just come out of COVID. I was negative. Yay! They started restocking this in my local Tesco, and I was like, right, I'm getting some of that for my birthday. So when I did my 1-year anniversary of the channel, I couldn't get this. Because if I could, I would have given it my beer of the year. So, ladies and gentlemen, this I will now pronounce as my beer of the year for 2021. And it's my first canned craft beer in the £10 challenge, the Vocation Tropical. It's a double dry hop pale ale with HBC 630, 5.7% ABV. £2.40 individually. It was £2 with a club card. There was only a couple of cans on the shelf, so you know what, I bought them both. But this is the part that's of the £10 beer challenge. I think it's tremendous. I know a lot of other people are not keen. Right, beer number 2. This is probably my second favourite New England IPA or New England Pale Ale of the year for last year. Again, £2.40 individual can, down to £2 with a club card. And it really turned my opinion on this particular brewery, because the other beers I'd had from them I weren't keen on. London Beer Factory's Jungle Trip. London Beer Factory Jungle Trip, New England Pale, 5.3%, 440 millilitre can. That is tremendous. Again, go check out my beer reviews for these beers, the Tropical and that individual. In fact, I reviewed that twice because they changed the recipe. That's from the bad feedback. That's Vocation Brewery for you. Yeah, Jungle Trip is next. I think it's a wonderful beer, especially for the price. Absolutely tremendous. And the final beer, beer number 3 of the canned craft beers, or beer number 6. And I think this is a staple Corbier in a supermarket, probably up there. You know, I bought this many a time, mainly because a lot of the times when I go to a Tesco, I don't do my main shopping in Tesco. I'm an Aldi shopper. I'm a Yorkshireman. I'm tight. I just think Tesco's expensive. But there is a Tesco Express near my work. There's a really good one. I work in Birmingham. Really good one on New Street, 2 floors. Tesco Metro, it's called, rather than Express. And they have this in there all the time. So if I fancy picking up a couple of beers on my way home, this is what I get. Northern Monk Faith Hazy Pale Ale, 5.4% ABV. This is the 440ml. You can get it in 330s as well, which I think when I reviewed it individually, it was a 330ml from Morrison's, because I do go to Morrison's quite a bit. But the 440ml cans, again, £2.40 on their own, £2 with a club card, or they're in a 4-pack for £8. Altogether, those beers cost me a total of £9.98. £9.98. So I had 2p to spare. I put it in the charity box because I'm nice. So that is my £10 beer challenge. I'm 10 minutes in, so I'm going to go. Like, share, subscribe if you want to the channel. Cheers very much for watching. Ciao for now, people.